them and need them and do what you can for them.
Who's your father?
You hope things will turn out the way that you plan for them.
Who's your father?
She's growing up so incredibly fast. He seems to think that you live in the past. You can't really cope, but you hope it'll last a bit. Oh, Shirley. You shouldn't have, but you have, and I'm glad you did.
Oh, glad it's early. What are you talking about?
It is early, and you've been out and you've done all the shopping.
I didn't. I haven't.
Well, what's all this then?
Rubbish.
No need to be rude.
Rubbish for the jumble sale.
Oh, I see.
I told you last night, Dad.
Yeah, but you didn't tell me you were going to give my best slippers away, did you?
Well, you never wear them.
Of course I don't wear them. They're my best. Not only that, they pinch me. No reason why you should pinch them. Oh, wait a minute. Now, this is the bowl we put the nuts in at Christmas.
Well, it's chipped and it shows.
It doesn't show when we put the nuts in. Anyway, I've got the shopping to do now. Where's my bag?
Here's some more stuff to get rid of, Shirley. Who buys all this rubbish anyway?
The same sort of people who are getting rid of their own rubbish.
What are you doing for the jumble sale, Dad?
No, I'm not going. You see, I'm going out to do some shopping Saturday morning. I might pop in later. I might buy my slippers back if I can afford them. Right, where's my money, my list, and my bag?
Money, list,
Mm-hmm.
bag.
Yes, Shirley, there are times, you know, when really you do treat me like a child. Hey, there's no toppies on this list.
Oh, God. Come on, then.
Where to?
You promised you'd help put the trestles up.
What about all this?
Oh, the boys are coming round later with the van. I said the back door would be open.
Lovely morning I'm going to have.
There's a bottle stall.
Really?
Lemonade, sarsaparilla, ginger pop.
Thank you very much. Morning, Mr. Matthews.
Good morning, Mr. Stevens. Good morning, Mrs. Simpkins.
Your usual?
Yes, please.
A bag of toffees?
Assorted.
Of course.
Toffees?
Well, they're for Shirley.
Bag of barley sugars, please.
Barley sugar.
I'm going on a journey.
Oh, really? You're going far?
I'm going to Guildford to see my sister's leg. And I don't want any of your jokes.
I'm not going to make any jokes about you going to Guildford or your sister's leg, but it's a long way. Can't she send you a photo? Have you cancelled the milk?
Yes, and I've turned off the stopcock, and I've told the paper boy to push it right through.
Pardon?
My daily paper.
Oh. Are you going away for long?
No, I shall be back tomorrow morning.
What a pity. What I mean is, what a pity you can't stay away longer.
Good morning, Mrs. Simpkins. Good morning, Mr. Matthews.
Good morning, Mrs. Willoughby.
I'm so glad I caught you.
Me, Mrs. Willoughby?
Her, Mr. Matthews.
Oh, her. You, Mrs.
Oh,
Simpkins.
me, Mrs. Willoughby. Why are you glad you've caught me?
I'm afraid I can't take your Frederick.
What?
She said she's afraid she can't take your...
I heard. But you promised. You gave your word. She did.
Did you?
It's my cat, you see. He's come back to me.
Oh, he's come back. I know exactly how you feel. I'm an animal lover myself.
Look, you promised that you would take... Say that again.
Say what again?
I'm an animal lover myself.
If you wish, I am an animal lover myself.
Good. Then you won't mind saying yes to what I'm going to ask.
Won't I?
Mr. Matthews, will you take my Frederick?
To Guildford?
I'm the one that's going to Guildford if I ever catch the coach. My Frederick, my goldfish. May I leave him with you?
Oh, Frederick, you'll go? Of course. I don't know why you didn't come to me in the first place.
She wanted someone reliable.
Which is why I come to you now.
Because you want someone reliable.
No, because I'm desperate. Oh, well, that's settled then.
Is it?
I'll bring him round now.
No. Don't bring him round now. I'm out.
Oh, dear.
Look, put him in the kitchen. The back door will be open.
Oh, what can I say?
Yeah.
Bye-bye and bless you.
Yeah. Goodbye. Have a nice time. Give my best wishes to your sister and her leg. Hey, just a minute. You know, she's gone and she didn't say anything.
What about?
Well, the goldfish. But then again, I don't suppose there's much you could tell.
She's listening to instructions. Do you want them?
Yes, if you got them, I may as well have them. I mean, there can't be much to do with the goldfish. There's more than I thought. Oh, good. At least I don't have to take him walkies. Ah, hello, Fred. There you are. Welcome to our humble abode. Would you like a drink? Oh. I beg your pardon, Fred. I'd like one. I won't be a moment.
Oh, that's more than I thought. Shirley said only 3 carrier bags. She said everything on the table. Okay, you take these. I'll take these.
Cheers, Fred. Now, according to these instructions, Frederick, I have got to talk to you in a soothing voice. In a soothing... That's not very soothing. It's more like Margaret Thatcher. Now then, Fred, what... Fred? Fred! Frederick, where are you?
Dad? What are you doing?
Martin, we have been robbed.
We have? What of?
3 bags of rubbish, a bag of groceries, and Fred.
Fred?
Yeah. Mrs. Simpkins' goldfish.
I didn't know Mrs. Simpkins had a goldfish.
She hasn't, not anymore. You know, I can't understand it. I saw that goldfish with my own eyes.
Where?
On that table, there.
With the stuff that was going to the jumble.
With the stuff that was... Oh, Martin.
You've got to get him back, Dad.
We're in a hurry. It's due to be fed at 3. Oh, yeah, Shirley. Shirley. Shirley.
How did you get here?
I came the pretty way. Shirley, something terrible has happened.
Dad, what is it?
Look, in a moment, your face will be wearing what is known as a blank look. Now, don't worry about it. All will be revealed. Where is Frederick?
Huh?
That's the blank look I was talking about. Look, Frederick is Mrs. Simpkins' goldfish. Now, don't tell me you sold him.
We haven't got Mrs. Simpkins' goldfish. We've only got the one you gave us.
Yeah, but that is Mrs. Simpkins' goldfish.
Why did you give us Mrs. Simpkins' goldfish?
I didn't.
Then why did she?
Why did she what?
Why did she give us her goldfish?
She didn't.
Well, then how did it get here?
I've the slightest idea. All I know is there was Fred, happy and content at swimming on our kitchen table.
With the stuff for the jumble which you donated.
And also the groceries which I donated, but I did not donate Fred. I must have him back.
You know, I thought it was funny you giving a fish.
Never mind what you thought. Where is the fish?
It was all a question of what stall to put him
Yes.
on. Fresh food's all sold out, Shirley.
Don't tell me you put him on fresh food.
Well, we thought about it, but it seemed a bit...
It does seem a bit, yes.
I know.
Yeah?
White elephant.
White elephant?
White elephant's stall there.
Oh.
Over there, where Sheila is.
Oh, where's Sheila? Well, let's hope I'm not too late. Excuse me.
Are you looking for something?
Yes, I'm looking for Sheila and Frederick.
Oh, I'm Sheila.
How do you do, Sheila? Where's Frederick?
Frederick?
Yeah.
What's he look like?
What's he look like?
Well, is he tall or short?
Now, Sheila, I'll be honest with you, I've never stood him on end. But he's golden and he's got piercing eyes like that.
Are you with anyone?
Yes, I'm with you at the moment. But look, I'm Shirley's father.
Oh, you're the one who sent the goldfish.
Yes, known as Fred. Now, where is he?
Oh, you should have said. It was here a minute ago.
Well, don't tell me you sold him.
No,
Oh, thank goodness for that. Where is he now?
I sent him to pot plants and garden produce.
On his own, a little fish.
I thought someone might like it for their pond.
For their pond is only that big.
Oh, wait a minute.
Hey, Maureen,
Yeah.
you was on pot plants, weren't you?
Yeah, I was.
What happened to the goldfish?
Oh, I'll put him in a jam jar.
You put Mrs. Simpkins' goldfish in a common or garden jam. Why? Why did you do that, Maureen?
Because I sold the bowl
Oh.
to a lady who wanted to make an indoor garden.
Well, never mind the bowl. Where's the fish?
Put him on the grocery stall, didn't I?
Did you? On the grocery stall.
Standing next to a tin of pilchards.
Standing next to a tin of... Why should I worry? With relatives. Well, I'll go to the grocery store. Thank you. Nice meeting you, Sheila.
It's all right, Dad. I know where he is.
So do I. He's with his cousins. He's on the grocery store.
No, that's where he was.
That's where he was. Where is he now?
In a salad bowl.
You know, you have got to hand it to Fred. He's only small, but he does get around. What is he doing in a salad bowl?
Well, he was in this jam jar, right?
Right, go slowly, here.
And it was too small,
Yes.
so somebody put him in the salad bowl.
Consider it. That was very, very kind, very kind.
Yeah, well, it was and it wasn't. The point is, do you want the fish back?
Well, bearing Mrs. Simpkin in mind, which I don't enjoy, you can say I want that fish back.
Well, then you'll have to buy the salad bowl.
Well, all the trouble I've been to, I don't care what it costs. How much is it?
£5.
5 daylight robbery. But if that's the price...
It's cut glass.
Well, nothing perfect. Good.
It's all right, Dad. Frederick's quite safe.
Yes, I know Martin's gone to get him. What an afternoon it's been. I lost my groceries, I lost my slippers.
But you got the fish.
I think so.
Poor little thing. Lucky you gave me that bowl.
What bowl?
Here you are, Dad.
Oh.
One fish.
How wonderful to see you, Fred, because I really thought that wakened me. This is the bowl we put the nuts in at Christmas. Hello, Frederick. Now, don't think I'm complaining, will you? But you have set me back about £4.50. And you're worth it. Now, you'll need a drop of water. And by the way, I've got it already at room temperature. Don't want to give you any shocks, do we? A drop of hot, I think. Now, Frederick, what do you think? I'd always say to myself, isn't it a little bare? And I have to agree with you. But here we are. Got some pebbles for you. Pink pebbles. Yeah, is that nice? Wall-to-wall pebbles. And I've got some pondweed. Be careful. Don't eat it too quickly, and I'll tell you why it's gone up. But then again, oh, and you've had a very nasty day, so I brought something for you. A little bridge. That is to go over your troubled waters. Now, isn't that really nice? I could swim in that myself. If I could swim. Look, I don't want to be too critical, Frederick, but you don't seem excited.
Hello, I didn't know you were back.
No, I don't think he knows either. How long has he been like this?
Like what?
Quiet.
I don't think fish are ever very noisy.
You know what I mean? Still.
You know what I think, Dad?
Go on, go on.
He's dead.
Shirley.
Oh, no, I've just remembered we did goldfish at school. When they're dead, they float to the top.
You sure?
He's probably just asleep.
That school you go to, they teach you such a lot. So you think he's asleep?
Well, I don't know.
Well, you did goldfish at school, you just told me.
Ah, but we switched to rabbits.
Oh.
We had to. All the goldfish died.
And that's how you know...
They float to the top.
Yes, I'm not going to take any more notice of you. I'm going to put him in his new home.
How?
How? Well, I just lift up this, don't I? And I... Or better still, I could put... No, I couldn't. Have you got a hairnet?
Hairnet, I'm 16, not 65, you know.
Hi, Dad.
Hello, Martin.
Oh, that's nice.
Yes, isn't it lovely?
Well, why don't you put him in?
How?
You just, or you could, Have you got a hairnet? What's the matter with her?
She's not 65.
Yeah, that's funny, Dad.
What?
He's not,
No, he is not.
You sure?
Certain they float to the top.
Well, eventually.
What do you mean, eventually?
It takes time.
There you are, Shirley. They don't always float to the top. You don't know everything.
He moved.
He moved? Really? Are you sure?
Yes, he sort of swished his tail about.
Ah, do you think he's angry?
His light's too bright.
The light-
Perhaps you ought to stand him in the shade.
I tell you what I'll do. I'll put him over there. We don't want him on the table while we're having supper, do we?
Oh, what are we having for supper?
Fried cod.
Would you like me to make you a hot drink before I go to bed?
Oh, no, thank you, Shirley. Thank you.
You going to stay up all night mooning over that thing?
Well, I thought I'd stay up and give him his 2 o'clock feed. Or in case, you know, he might wake up hungry.
Oh, shouldn't think he'd do that. I mean, he ate an awful lot at 5.
No, 4. I fed him at 4. And you fed him at 5?
Yes.
You didn't.
I did.
How much did you give him?
Heaps.
Heaps. Have you seen what it says on there? A sparing pinch.
Well, how much did you give him?
Heaps. Oh, dear, look what it says. Overfeeding can lead to a coma. He's in a coma. That's the truth. He's in a coma. What are we going to do, Shirley?
Well, I suppose it's a bit like an overdose. I think the thing to do is to keep him moving.
Yeah, I suppose I could...
No, I didn't mean that.
Well, I can't get him out and give him a cup of coffee and walk him round the round.
I suppose I could ring my biology mistress.
You can't ring it up at this time of the night.
Well, you'd ring a doctor, wouldn't you?
Well, yeah, I wouldn't... Look, for a fish, I wouldn't ring it. I'd ring a vet. I'd ring a vet.
Do they do night calls?
Well, they would if it... urgent.
Yeah, but can a fish be urgent?
Well, if you were to ask Fred, I think he'd say it's urgent, yeah. I know what, I'll ring the vet.
Dad, how are you going to get a vet to come here at this time of night?
I'll think of something. I know. I had an Alsatian once. Hang on, Fred, hang on. It's very, very kind of you to come.
That's quite all right. Where is he?
He's on the table.
That's not an Alsatian.
No.
You said you had a sick Alsatian.
Well, I did have one once.
When?
Coronation year. Oh, he was a lovely dog. I called him Crown.
You called me away from a Masonic dinner.
On an errand of mercy.
For that?
For that, the good Lord made them all.
Did he? Oh, well. Now I am here. What's the matter with him?
Well, now, speaking as a layman, I would say Fred's in a coma.
You're right.
And probably due to, same layman, probably due to overfeeding.
Probably.
Well, I wouldn't give that fish, I wouldn't give it a 50-50 chance.
Nor would I.
What's that, a prescription?
No.
No.
No, a bill.
Just a minute, one moment. I mean, it must take years of hard work to become a vet.
Oh, it does.
Well, surely from the depth of your experience and knowledge, you can give me one word of advice.
I'll give you 3. Stick to Alsatians.
Morning, Dad.
Fred? Oh, Martin.
Have you been here all night?
Yes, well...
Oh, Dad.
Yeah?
I'm sorry.
You're sorry? Well, he isn't, is he?
Well, isn't he?
I don't know. Why should he be?
You've put a cloth over him.
Of course I put a cloth over him. Night time. You always put a cloth over them. It to stop them singing.
Isn't that canaries or parrots?
Martin, I don't know. I just don't know.
So he's all right then, is he?
Well, look, I dare not. Would you look, Martin, please? I know. You don't have to tell me. I know. He's floating to the top. I did my best, Martin. Mrs. Simpkins is alive.
And kicking?
Martin, I pulled him through.
You did, Dad. You should have been a vet.
Yes, and now I know what they charge. I agree with you. Look at that. I know, since that fish swam into my life, it's cost me... I've written it all down.
I think you ought to make Mrs. Simpkins pay.
Yeah. Do you think he's hungry?
Don't feed him. As far as I'm concerned, Dad, that fish can die of malnutrition. Surely he'll go.
Of course you have to. I'm in pyjamas and... Are you cold?
You least want to see in all of the world.
She's in Guildford.
She's not.
Tell her to go away and come back.
No, don't tell her to go away. Tell her to come in and collect her fish. Come in, Mrs. Simpkin.
Oh, I'm sorry to be so early, but the coach was... Pretty paper.
Yes, it's very nice. What's wrong? Put some clothes on.
It's all clean and paid for.
Mrs. Simpkin, would you like to sit down?
Oh, thank you, I will now.
Would you like a glass of sherry, Mrs. Simpkins? I usually have a glass about this time.
Shirley.
Out?
Right.
Oh, there's Mother's little... Why is he not in his own home?
Well, you brought him to my home when you went to see your sister's leg in Guildford.
No, I mean, where's his own bowl?
Oh, it's over here. Look at that. There we are. Look at that little bridge.
He hasn't got a bridge. And he's never had pink pebbles.
Oh, it's all right, because they are presents, you see. While you've been... I took him out and had him sort of landscaped.
Oh, how kind. What have you done with the old pebbles?
You don't want them back, do you?
That means they're in the rubbish, and they might have come in. Anyway, I'll say no more.
But, you know, no, will I?
Now then, you say those are presents, so you won't want any money for those. But otherwise, have you been put to any expense? No. And I'm sure he's been no trouble, has he?
Fred, you know, since Fred came into my life, his existence, his well-being have become very important to me. You can say I am a fan of Fred. What was the question?
Have you been put to any trouble?
No trouble at all.
You're quite sure?
Sir.
Well, in that case, I better take him back to his own environment.
Yes.
Say bye-bye, Frederick. Oh, dear.
You know, his tail went like that. Do you think he's waving goodbye?
I think he's saying he's hungry.
Is he really? Well, he can't go on a journey on an empty stomach.
Just a pinch, just a sparing pinch.
I know what I'm doing. It says on the side that... Shirley, ring for the vet! Mrs. Simpkins is ill! Guide and support them, but try not to smother them.
Harry's concerned he might be going to be a grandfather. Another case of misunderstanding and confusion at the same time next Friday.
Sometimes they just lift you up in the air. Sometimes they don't even notice you're there. But nothing can alter the way that you care for them. Very nicely, thanks. Doing rather well.